Hello, everybody. Kenny here, also known as psyguyorami. This is my third video today. I'm kind of on a recording binge. I really haven't done a whole lot of vlogs. This will be my third video. I recently did one for channel updates, why advertise and whatnot, and I also did one for the holidays. I mentioned during the 2025 video about being diagnosed with ADHD. In a related matter, and I don't think I've done a video on this, I wanted to talk about stimming, my stimming habits, which everybody does it to some degree, even if you're not diagnosed, nervous habits, so on and so forth. But for me, from what I've seen with other people, because I have a habit of comparing myself, which is really bad, it's not like so much to a point where it's paralyzing, but at the same time, I do these small things that even Lady Salak has picked up on, and she's asked me about it. The ones that I know of, and I wanted to share them here in case anybody else is going through the same thing, to let you know, you're not alone in it. Some of them I've been working on, some of them I still do. Just a heads up, this might be kind of gross, but it's a part of my habits. So when, like I said, other people do it, so there's a comfort in that. There's all kinds of videos and shares on forums and vlogs and whatnot, social media. Some of my most prevalent stimming is lip picking, nail biting. I have these really weird head bounce habits to where that kind of thing, or like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'll also scratch my ear a lot, which is a problem because I have psoriasis, which is treated, but there's certain spots that, like, it's still there. I'll scratch behind my ear a lot, or I'll grab my earlobe like this. There's another thing I will do where it's not really related to my neurodivergence, but I do this thing like when I'm really getting out or recovering from a stressful situation. I'll press my face really hard and my hands smooth over it. So that's some of my stimming habits, to help get through either a stressful situation or to help keep my brain motivated. But I even do it. I've noticed I do it like when I'm focused out too. And so that's another thing I do. Like when I'm thinking or whatnot, I go like that. I don't really think that's stimming, but just a personal habit. I also shift my hat, like sometimes because it can get uncomfortable a bit. And I'm with my clothes. I guess it's really more of a discomfort thing, but like I'm constantly pulling on my sleeves, or I'll pull on my pants legs. Another thing I do is I run my hands over my legs, like in a weird loop, like start from one side of the leg, loop around the knee, come back up the other side, like not inner thigh, but like back and forth on my knees, and that's kind of awkward. But it's a part of who I am. It's a part of things I do. There's other things too, I'm sure, but it's stuff I've noticed throughout my life. I used to twirl my hair a lot when I had hair. A teacher actually noticed it, and she said, if you keep doing that, you're going to lose your hair. And it happened. No, this is actually male pattern baldness. Severe male pattern baldness thanks to genetics. Thanks, Dad. God rest him. But that's another thing I used to do as a kid. I'd twirl my hair a lot, and especially in class when I'm sitting like this, and just thinking and processing. There used to be visual overload sometimes, like when I was younger. Nowadays, I think it's really more surroundings overload, like a lot of people, a lot of noise. For me, I can robot out, and just I can especially like in social situations with Lady Psylocke, if we go out to dinner and there's a lot of people, or if it's a party and there's a lot of people, overstimulation, man, it's crazy. I remember a couple of date nights to where I'm just like roboted out. And when Lady Psylocke experienced it for the first time, she was like, "Are you okay?" Um, and it was such a great date too. Such a great date. She was so understanding. She was curious. She was, asking, and she's constantly doing that. She's constantly asking me about myself and like, what exactly are you like? What's going on in your mind when this is happening? And she's helping me notice physical cues. She's asking questions. And the thing is, if you have a partner, that is one of the best things you can do, especially if they're diagnosed with a sort of disorder like ADHD or bipolar. Ask about their experiences, get more insight. Um, Try to find out what's going on in their head. Try to find out how you can help, better understand. And if you're both partners diagnosed with something, ask each other, because everybody's going to have different methods to cope or different methods to forecast emotionally or forecast to avoid triggers, so on and so forth. So, yeah, there's that. Another thing is I ramble a lot. So I'm going to cut it off here because I don't have Gemini to help guide me through guidelines and things like that. That's where really AI has helped me a lot, especially in video production. It helps me stay on task. The videos I created as of this recording, however, I did not have use of Gemini's AI. So these are just kind of off the cuff on my break at work. But anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for listening. Stay safe, stay sane. Remember, you're awesome. Never let the world tell you otherwise. And I'll see you later. Peace.